Hey guys, this is the tutorial for my Christmas Cheer Flip Mini Kit. Just like the other kits, there's a indication on the bottom of the page that tells you whether to print it on regular paper or on cardstock. The only sheet that I printed on cardstock is this one, and it does have that text at the bottom on the finished file. I just don't have it on my printed copy here. So I am going to go ahead and cut this all out and then get started showing you how to assemble this cute little kit. All right, we've got everything cut out, and I've inked all of my edges with my Vintage Photo Distress ink, just to make all those edges pop and to hide anything that kind of might peek through later. We're gonna start with the three main panels. This is the back panel, the right panel, which has the Christmas stockings and this kind of floral berry design, and then the left panel, which is this taller panel with the stripes and the snowflakes. So we're gonna fold each of these. We're gonna get the tabs folded in. Then we're gonna take and fold them in half along the line in the design. And then make sure that this tab folds over neatly. If you're running into the edge of this, trim the edge a little bit, and that way this can move freely, because this is what's gonna make our panels flip open. I did take the time to put a little distress ink on the inside edges of these because that's gonna peek out just a little bit. So we wanna hide that as much as we can. So let's start with our right panel. I'm just gonna use my washable school glue again today. Thank you, my sister. And we're going to just take and glue this whole panel shut. You can leave this open and turn this into some kind of pocket to store extra ephemera and something like that in. I am not going to do that because I feel like it would just be kind of hard to get things in and out of there for me. But be creative, do your thing. Do not let me restrain you. So nice coating of this glue stick. Smooth it down. And I'm gonna try to center this as well as I can on here. It does not have to be perfect. Do not stress about it. I'm gonna flip it over so our little tab is wrapping around on the right-hand side. It's a little easier to do this from the back, so I'm going to turn it over, holding everything into place, apply my glue stick, and then push it into place. I'm gonna smooth it just a little bit. And there's our first panel. We're gonna do the same thing with this side. So we've got tabs to the left, fold in half, ink our edge. This one is the same height as that back panel, or pretty darn close. So we're gonna wrap that tab around the left-hand side. Make sure everything is lined up. Turn it over. Put our glue stick on. Smooth it into place. Now we have our little flip panels. And if you've noticed, I've forgotten to glue this one down. So again, you can turn this into some sort of pocket. I am gonna glue down the entire panel. And now we're all ready to move on. All right, I'm gonna start with the cover elements of this. This is a Night Before Christmas themed set. So I had some little letters here. Just Night Before Christmas. And it doesn't look like I've inked the edges of those. I'm gonna give those just a quick little polish. Now there are some extra pieces in this set. There are plenty of words for you to use, as well as some extra tabs to put throughout this kit or use other places in your journal. So you do not have to stick with exactly the text that I use or exactly the tabs that I use. Be creative with it, mix it up. So that's really kind of the whole point, isn't it? There we go. So there are 3 different colors of tabs to pick from. I think I'm gonna use the green one. I've inked the edges on this just to give it a little distressed look. I'm gonna fold that in half. And give this a little buff as well. All right, so we've got all our little pieces here. As well as we have a pocket, this green band, and some buttons. I'm gonna use 2 of the buttons. There are 3 buttons, so there's an extra one for you to put somewhere else, or if you wanna get button crazy, please go for it. So I'm gonna grab my Fabri-Tac. That's hot back. And this is gonna be a pocket on the front. So we're just gonna glue 3 edges to make this into a pocket. Line that up. Just try not to be too crooked today, huh? There we go. So there's our pocket, and this is going to be a little band on the pocket. You can center it, you can put it to the side. And we are only going to glue the short ends on this because we want to tuck a little tag in there. I'll put mine slightly off center. Oops. There we go. And then I'm going to add these buttons. I've got these little foam dots that I'm going to use. We'll see how well they stick. I might have to glue them on later. And I'm doing this because I want to give them a little bit of lift. Because I want to use some baker's twine later and try to make a little closure whenever I put this into my journal. And I'm going to show you that at the end. Let's put one button here. If you don't have foam dots, that's okay. You can use brads or anything to kind of get behind there and make a little bit of a lift to make it easier to wrap the cord around to do a little closure, or you can just glue these down flat and use them as embellishments and don't get fancy with it. Whatever you want. All right, I think my tab is gonna go right about there. That looks good. Let's swap back to my glue stick. Crooked. There we go. Let's not glue our whole little flip shut. All right, there's our little tab. Let's open that up so it doesn't get all stuck together. Now I'm going to add some words. I think I'm just going to go with this kind of a situation, and then I'm going to put Christmas right here on the tab. I like how that looks. And then I have some things I'm going to tuck in the pocket that's going to take this space out. You could absolutely put a little cheesecloth or something like that behind it. I experimented with a little cotton ball back there, but I kind of felt like I was in kindergarten again. It wasn't working for me, but experiment with it. See if you like it. Give it a go, by all means. Whoops. I'm a little destructive today, I guess. There's that. One more. All right, there we go. And we will come back and add all our little goodies later. Now, I've left the back of this white because I'm gonna glue this directly into my journal. If you want to have this stand alone or you need to cover the back of this, just print a second page with this panel on it and glue it onto the back, or use some scrapbook paper or another piece of paper and just cut a rectangle and put it right over top. All right, let's move to this inside on the left. All right, so I realized my camera was a little off there. Sorry about that. Got it all fixed. So we're on the inside, left side. We're gonna turn this into a little side pocket situation, and then this is gonna be a band that goes right on top. So, 3 sides. Right like that. That's gonna hide my little cattywampus tag there, or tab. All right, get those 3 sides down. That way we have a nice little pocket to tuck things in there. And then we've got a big band here. I'm gonna stick that in. Let's see, which way do I wanna go? Let's keep the light at the top. Run this right down the middle. So just glue top and bottom, these little short ends. We're all set there. Let's move over the right hand side. We've got a few pieces here. Let's see, I've got some words. I'm gonna flip this. So we got our stockings. I think I'm gonna put these little guys all kind of jaunty. Not too jaunty. Something like that. Right there, but I still want to leave plenty of journaling space in there. There we go. Put a little tab at the top. I like that idea. Let's do that. I don't know if I'm going to put any writing on this one, but I think let's do that right kind of in the middle. I'm going to line that up with that little line right there. Glue stick. Try to get this one a little straighter than the last one, huh? There we go. Nice. All right. Flip to the inside, and we've got some pockets. I've got this big orange one, orangey red. It's gonna go there. We're gonna put that a little higher up from the bottom, and then layer this green one right over top of it. And then I'm gonna leave this as a tiny pocket just in case I have something little I wanna stick in there, or a little piece of fabric poking out, something like that. Ooh, tulle. I've got some tulle somewhere. I might have to go dig that out. All right, glue these pockets, 3 sides. You know the drill. Not quite to the bottom. One will go right over top. 3 sides again. Got some stringy glue today. Then you could glue this down entirely. You could keep it as a little piece of ephemera to tuck in. I want a cookie pocket. So that is happening. Right there. Nice, all right. To the middle. So I've got a bunch of pieces I'm gonna stick here in the middle, lots of words. You can take, I'm gonna move all these little reindeer names out of the way. So this piece, I'm gonna make a pocket out of it to the side. You could turn this into a belly band if you want to, and just glue the top and the bottom and just put it straight down the middle. That's another idea. I've got this little envelope I'm gonna tuck inside of mine, and then there's room for other bits and pieces to go in there. But I think I want it to be a little more secure, so I'm gonna make a pocket over to this side. And I'm gonna do these three sides right here. There we go. And I'm gonna put all of my reindeer names on here. So I kind of had them laid out when I sat this down. I'm not gonna be fussy with it. I am gonna put them straight, I think, though I could get a little cattywampus with it. Cattywampus is pretty fun. All right, that's the last one. The little reindeer names are in. Okay, let's move on to all our extra exciting bits, huh? Push that to the side. So we've got this little envelope, this little pop open envelope. I trimmed all the edges, inked everything. I did this little cutout. I have a 1.5 inch circle punch, and I just kind of open it up so I can see what I'm doing. I put it in there and just pop that right out. We're gonna fold in the tabs. I did ink all these little edges just because, to be honest. We're gonna fold these over. We want them to be creased fairly well. So give them a little smooth with a tool or whatnot. Little line of glue on each tab. And then this is gonna fold over right on top. You can see mine was not perfect. I will hit that little white corner peeking out with a little bit of ink if I'm feeling fussy. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it be. Now you have a cute little pocket for putting some of that extra ephemera in, and I'm gonna tuck that in right here. So this kit comes with a bunch of little tags and tabs, a few fussy cuts, and some cards. And you can put these in anywhere you want. You can add some of your own things and use these items elsewhere. I was kind of following the whole Night Before Christmas theme whenever I placed mine. So I'm gonna start on the front. And I think I'm gonna do the house in here. And maybe this one where it's nighttime. So these tags all come where you can just fold them in half. You can turn them into cards. You can glue a couple of edges and turn them into little pockets. You can put grommets in them and strings off the top. I'm gonna decorate all of mine later. And for now, I'm just gonna fold them in half. You can glue them shut entirely around the corners with a corner punch. It's really up to you. Be creative with it. Have fun. Got my little mouse tag here. You can add words to the backs of these. So if you wanted to do like not even a mouse and add a little decoration of some sort on there. And then there's a bunch of these little tabs included with the kit, and I would use them just like I did the other tabs, where I would just fold them in half And again, I've inked the edges of these to make them jump out a little more. And then just glue them right over the top of your tag. Just like that, to make like a little pull tag. So I'm gonna put that there. In here, we've got this little fireplace and a candle. If you find that things are sliding out of this little band and that bothers you, you can either put a little squirt of glue, once you've decided what's in here, you can put a little squirt of glue here and just push it down, and then that way you've got some custom sized spots. Or you can grab a paper clip and just paper clip your item right to it. There you go. Just to add a little, it's going to add some more texture and keep things in place so things aren't just like flying everywhere when you flip this open. Let's put our pretty lady in here. And oh, there it is. I was like, I lost something. I'll put this one in here. Little tag. Kind of load that side up. Got the window. Another nice little card. I rounded the corners on these with my corner punch. It's got several different settings. I used the large setting to do that. There's nothing printed on the backs of these. You certainly could, or you can journal on the backs of them. And there we go. I'm gonna put all my extra pieces right in there, I think, just to store them. We got a button, and a bunch of these little word pieces still. So I'm gonna tuck them right in here, put this all together, and then I'm gonna show you where this is gonna go in my journal and how I'm gonna add the little closure to it. Okay, so I have my Christmas cheer journal here. I started assembling this yesterday, I think. I'm gonna have a video series for this as well. And I think in my journal, that's a lot of room because I want to put a lot of Christmas cards and things in here. So I've got lots and lots of space to work with. Tiny little signatures for now. But I'm making some handmade paper and stuff. I think I might put it here or maybe here. I'm not gonna glue it in right now. I'm gonna make that decision later. But when I glue it in, I'm gonna attach a piece of baker's twine to the back of this. So I can glue this in place and then bring this little twine piece around and have a little closure. So, and there's also little foam dots underneath it, let me do that. Again, you can use brads or something like that, or if you just have a piece of foam or another thick material that you can glue in between the button. Get creative, find something, stack up some pieces of paper. You don't have to buy all the things, just kind of get clever with it. I definitely want to finish this out before I go finalize exactly where I'm gonna, oh, I kind of like that, where I'm gonna put this in my journal. I'm gonna add all the little tabs and some strings to the tags and finish it all out before I put it in here permanently. I might make this into a tuck spot, not glue it all the way down. I don't know. You will certainly find out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. There's a link to the kit down below if you don't own this kit yet. If you do own this kit, there are matching items for this. The whole journal kit with all of the papers is available. There's this other mini kit I have available in my shop. So check it out. See if there's some more things that you like. And I will see you next time.